right now I am there.
And there's a corridor here with the scary stones not to step on.
Yeah.
And then that leads us back into this area. And even from here,
Mhm.
you can hear the hubbub, the noise and the voices of this ritual occurring.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this open. It has all my 2 hit values on it.
Yeah. So I haven't gone through the corridor yet, so I'll follow his steps exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So,
Now the nice thing about that is that your character has a nice high wisdom.
Yes, 15.
That means you do. In other words, you are quite successful at this. This game has no attribute checks.
Okay.
None.
Okay.
For no reason. You will always just look at the score. And if you say, I jump out the window, well, what's your dexterity? 16. You jump out windows. That's not a problem.
Okay. What does wisdom translate into?
Common sense and insight.
Yeah.
In many ways, in many ways, it is a deduction.
Right.
So if there is something to understand, I just look for anybody with above normal wisdom and they can just know.
Okay.
You say, oh, that guy is that guy's grandfather.
Yeah, as opposed to intelligence.
I'm sorry?
So as opposed to intelligence. So intelligence is used for different reasons.
Yes, intelligence is much more memorization and
book smart.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then in the case of perception, we have an entirely different system for surprise that is very ungenerous. The high dexterity characters can mitigate surprise to some extent. Everybody else, there is a flat roll and it is really not generous at all. So, yeah, we don't have perception checks in this game. All right, now we will. I would love to know.
I also
it's going to take some time. You've got plate mail to put on.
Yeah, and bug eggs running through.
You're busy.
I'm busy.
I remove my boots as well because I want to be a silent killer if need be, and if the opportunity arises.
Perfectly reasonable. Yeah.
And the toesies out.
So as you guys head out of this corridor area, let's see. Doing a quick check on our situation.
I'm filling you in on what is happening out here.
Yeah. Especially for you two, we are going to see if any of the wandering individuals, wandering creatures of the area, called into being by the ritual or manifested in some way, or sometimes they just wander around in general, will show up. And if I am to quickly review, because there's no way to play this game without suddenly needing to look up something, I think we're just going to have to see what happens. Thank you. Thank you, dice. Thank you, my dice. Well, you know where those giant centipedes that I just mentioned? A few of them seem to have spilled over into the area, as in 9 of them.
Oh, hello, bugs.
Yeah, and they are creepy and crawly, and they are very friendly. They've been crawling all over people out there, and they are all about crawling over people in here. So
it was not only what they digested, so that attracted the centipedes.
Interesting point, but apparently not. No. And so therefore, you have a bit of a choice. You can let them crawl about on you, just as they are crawling about on everybody out there.
I'm okay with that.
Or you can attempt to change their opinion about that, if that's what you would prefer. So, and also you are standing on the in the scary area, so your maneuverability is a little bit low.
Yes.
Which will put you at a bit of a disadvantage, should you know. So, roll 1d6. And I just realized that there is a sheet that I should have here that I have forgotten, unfortunately. And it's back in my room, the combat sheets, which I really should have brought. I have a nice summary of the combat system, and I'm going to be forced to go back to the source that I built it from and hope that I don't confuse myself. I'm just checking surprise, just for the fun. Did somebody roll a d6?
Yes, I got 4. And
Okay. No, just one for your side.
Okay.
That's okay.
So
unfortunately, it's the same result. It just so happens that nobody is surprised. Neither side is, is surprised by the other. That's not so good for you, because if they were surprised, then you could position yourself into a safer footing. But effectively, they are attacking.
Okay, they are.
Which means when they crawl upon you, they're going to start biting.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So, and that's what they're doing out there.
Yeah, my bad.
No. So, therefore, what would you like to do to deal with this?
Shake it off.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how large they are, but probably a bit hard to shake off. But
yeah.
so
Okay.
Try to stab them with my halberd.
Yeah.
I think that would be hard, but like.
Well, this is a whole minute, and you were not surprised, and you told me that you were not really inclined to let them crawl on.
Yeah.
So that means that we have lots of information letting us know that you are halberd ready.
Probably you see that I made a mistake, because you were following in my footsteps, in my lead, and then I was that this is cool. Oh, this is not cool.
Exactly. Yeah. But that means, however, this is still a minute.
Yeah.
So that means that they're on you. That doesn't mean you're helpless.
No.
So it's not. It just means that we are going to now do what is called rolling initiative. Same thing. D6.
1 for each side.
One die for each side. Correct. The 2. Okay. Yeah. So that means that they get in their bite before you realize if you had got a better number, then you would have felt the nibble.
Okay. But that's cool.
Yeah, but that means that they are actually getting up into your range quicker than you would like for Atya. So here we go. Armor class.
4.
Okay, so monstrous hit dice number. Armor class is 4, and these guys are really crap. So to make armor class 4, they need this. Oh, that one does get it. And centipedes. There we go. Poison. Oh, why did I not write that down? I always have to look up something. I try to summarize everything in my notes, and then there's always one little thing that is. There we go.
Hey, blame Gygax.
I do. Oh no, that's why. Right, the bite does no damage, but it does inject some poison. You will see a saving throw against poison.
I'm sure that's a good thing.
Yeah.
10, but you get +4 on your roll. You need, therefore, to get a 6 or higher.
Okay, that's the d20?
Yes, it is. And you can roll it into the little tray there, which is 8. Oh, no problem. You have saved against the centipede poison. It's quite weak. It's just imagine being swarmed by lots of these things and being bitten repeatedly. At the moment, since this is first encounter, there are 2 of them with each of you. The second one has not managed to get through your mail. So one of them managed to find a bare spot. You have a high wisdom.
Yes.
It should occur to you that somebody has antidotes to this crap if they're going to be living with these things. Yeah. Should Mikla know something about some antidote?
You think there could be an antidote somewhere here?
Mikla.
People are living with it.
Actually,
yeah.
You have some on you.
Okay.
It's the stuff you didn't drink.
Whoa, okay.
Right, you see, being around a high wisdom person is a good idea. It's like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's why we drink those days. Okay.
I did spit it out, but it's been at work.
Yeah, the point being that although since Atya did save versus poison, not necessary now, but you know, just in case.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
No, I did not get that at all. Should have.
And you have been fortunate in that your creepy crawlies have not managed to sink their little.
They recognize a fellow.
No, they just managed to bite onto your bite onto your armor. So therefore, they have not managed quite to find bare flesh to get.
They're actually nicer than most of my friends.
Well, that's true too. And then let's go ahead and would you like to attack them back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And it says to hit on that little table there at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look for armor class 9.
That's 9.
Okay, so then you would roll and try to get a 9 or higher.
Oh, these are different from all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Realize. Okay.
Yeah. So I roll d20 and then get 13.
Okay, no problem. You may roll your damage against a small creature, which is the first number after the halberd.
Yeah, it's a 2 to 8.
Yes, so you would roll 2d4.
Okay.
The clatter of the dice is kind of hard on my little nerves, so that's why the tray is here for me. Yeah.
5.
Excellent. You have slaughtered a centipede. And so, excellent. So therefore, you have managed to get one off of you. There is still one in your proximity. You are a little bit hampered for your movement. Is there any movement that you want to do? Do you want to try to get off of the scary stepping stones and onto a more safe part of the corridor, which is a little ahead of you? It is full of centipedes, but it is a little bit ahead of you.
I think you could do it. Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, I would move forward.
Okay. So therefore, how about you?
Oh, I moved forward, of course.
Yeah. So the two of you are trying to get into the somewhat safer space to fight. And the trouble is, as I say, it is full of centipedes.
Yeah.
So remember, we are working with full minutes for each roll.
Yeah, I like that.
What it means is that you can talk to me about the movement you want to make before or after the attack. For example, if you have initiative, but you want to do something complicated first, then we will bump you to the back for your hit, you see. So it's we sort of state. How about you?
Okay, so after I've cleared the room of the eggs, I will step out into the upper floors, and I will go up to the side so that all of the people down below can see me.
Yep.
And then I will start calling out, and basically I will act like this is the ceremony. I'm doing the ceremony right now.
Yeah.
And I will basically start calling out for everyone hearing that you have seen a glance, but to continue to behold the visage of the Great One is heretical. You should all leave the temple. You have seen enough. And then I will point to one of the flying priests, and I will cast command, and I will say, agree.
Aha. Aha. Just as Kva was going to say, acolyte, this is off message.
Agree.
Aha. Well, let's take a look at the command. And
Also, we have a special service at the Temple of Order.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Here's your coupon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
basically what I'm trying to achieve is to empty the room of people lower than the priests.
You
basically.
are being very, very, very clear in your intentions here. I think, and note that this has a casting time of 1 segment. So that means that's 1 second.
Let's see.
All you have to do is say it.
I have to say it, yeah.
And so, therefore, let's see. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice are entitled to a saving throw versus magic. Let's take a look at my little things. Okay, you have to tell me. Kva is the one who is coming up to you.
Yeah.
because right as you
Yeah.
as you got going, it's like so as you started to speak,
Yeah.
it's just wait a minute,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Smaller.
but so
Mhm.
are you going to cast it on Kva or on?
So I've talked to them a few times before. So what do I know if one of them is higher ranked than the other internally among them?
It's very clear.
Yeah.
We, honey, are equal in all things as a couple.
Okay. Then I will cast it on the one that came up to me because he took initiative.
Correct. Kva, she is the one who actually doesn't get a saving throw.
Cool.
So you're fortunate in that.
Fortunate.
It could work on Bzz, but
Yeah.
you'd have to fail the saving throw.
Yep.
So therefore, Kva booms, as I said, the loud, mellifluous voice. You know, it shouts, I agree with his acolyte. The ritual is rendered more sacred now.
And I'm wearing the ceremonial gear.
Yes.
So I don't have a high charisma, but I feel like I'm trying to justify it by circumstance.
Well, this is the circumstances are pretty good here. I was just coming up with my response until you cast that spell, which was nicely chosen. And oh my goodness. Okay. Roll initiative.
Hey, yep. I mean, can I borrow that?
Wait, well, let's see.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's first of all, let's roll surprise first.
Okay.
1 or 2 on your part.
I got a 2.
I also got a 2. When both of them are surprised and it's the same amount, do you have a dexterity that gives you a reaction?
I have a dex of 15.
Yeah, but it doesn't give, or does it? Does it say what's called a?
Behind. I have a +1 reaction.
Yeah,
It's on the top of the sheet.
No.
Your reaction +3, defensive minus anything?
I have a defensive bonus -1.
That's fine, which is good. But in the case of, but no reaction. Okay,
Yeah.
reaction mitigates surprise.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Okay.
so it only applies if the dice say you're surprised.
Yeah.
But so both of you are kind of, you and Bzz are sort of, Bzz looms up in a surprising way, but was surprised enough so that you are not taken by surprise.
Yeah.
So, right. It took him a little bit to get off his, off his spot.
Yeah, I mean.
And you, of course, however, were not as prepared as you might be for it.
Yeah.
So the two of you are a little more face to face and recovering yourselves.
Also, you were supposed to get help, but you have to improvise yourself.
Yeah, I'm having to improvise this.
Yeah. And so therefore, we have a little bit of a combat here. Let's go back to our centipedes for a second here.
That's fine.
I think sneakily I reached the when I said, oh, it's an antidote. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's
exactly. Yeah. So therefore, you're going to be busy doing that. Another interesting aspect: we always roll initiative every round. So a d6. Okay, these centipedes are awfully quick.
Yeah.
So as you are making your way off of this area, you're going to continue to be attacked by the one that crawled onto you, that you did not manage to hit. It does not manage to. This banded mail and stuff of yours is great stuff. They're having a really hard time. That one got really lucky. For you, your armor class is listed as?
Oh, I had it 7. Base armor class 7, -2 with defensive bonus.
Exactly. So it is
a 5.
A 5. Right.
So it says target 11.
Yes, but that's different.
So
that's what you hit.
Oh, okay.
Or armor class is what they hit.
Okay.
So therefore, I should have my little table out here, which one of these days I'm going to scan and have as a useful piece of paper instead of damaging my book every time I touch it.